Good morning, everyone. I'm Monica Mule from Kangundo Redeemed World Impact Center. I am preaching on a topic, is God still making heroes of faith? We have learned a lot from the heroes of faith, Abraham, Noah, Enoch, and the rest. And those people set an example to us, the Christians of today. And that is why we are asking, is God still making heroes of faith? We read from the book of Hebrews chapter 11, verse 13 to 17. And the Bible says, "These all died in faith, not having received the promises, but having seen them afar off, were assured of them, embraced them, and confessed that they were strangers and pilgrims on earth. For those who say such things declare plainly that they seek a homeland. And truly, if they had called to mind that country from which they had come out, they would have had an opportunity to return. But now they desire a better, that is a heavenly country. Therefore, God is not ashamed to be called their God, for he has prepared a city for them." From the heroes of faith and from the verses that we have read, we are seeing clearly that God is still making heroes of faith. Verse 13 shows us that the heroes of faith of that day had a focus. They had seen a city. They knew where they were going. And that means they had a clear picture. So for God to make heroes from our generation today, he needs Christians who have a clear picture of the heavenly home, who have a clear picture of where they are going. And that is number one, of which we should know that God is making heroes out of our generation. Have a clear picture and you'll be counted as one of them. Secondly, the heroes of faith in verse 15 did not have a chance to look back because they were focused. And as the Bible said, if they had looked back, they would have an opportunity to return to that country. So for us to be counted in the list of the heroes of faith, we should never turn back. We should never turn back to the things that we used to do, the places we used to go, the friendships that we used to have. We have to be focused forward. Again, these heroes of faith, if we look at verse 17, they had also something else that was very clear. They never withheld anything from God. For example, Abraham was asked to sacrifice his son, and he offered him. That means these heroes of faith were ready to give anything to God that he had asked them. So for God also to make heroes of faith from our generation, we have not only to have a clear picture, but we also have decide never to turn back. And number 3, we should not withhold anything from God. If he asks us of anything, we should give it to him, because everything that we have has been given to us, according to 1 Corinthians 4:7. Everything that we have has been given to us. So, as we conclude, we have to understand that for us to be counted in the list of the heroes of faith that God is making, we have to have a clear picture of heaven. We should decide never to look back. And finally, we should not withhold anything from God. God bless you.